What is good, y'all? It's your boy Ty, back here with another episode of our No Money Spent series squad. As you guys can see, we are level 40, so we don't have to worry about Blake anymore, but we're going to be going over all of the new challenges we got today. Also, I'm going to be going over a snipe filter that I used yesterday that I'm going to give to you guys in case you guys do want to snipe for a decent amount of MT today. But if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash the subscribe button as we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. I'm going to be diving right into it here because I have a lot to talk about in this episode. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the new NBA draft players that we did get today. I'm actually excited yesterday with what they did with them. A lock-in for 200 tokens. And then Cam Reddish, obviously the lock-in when you evo up all these players. Now, obviously, I'm not going to do any of that because that's just a big grind, and it's not necessary. If you want to buy these players evoed up, it's not cheap to do. So it's not worth the grind, in my opinion, for Cam Reddish. Obviously, Cam Reddish is very, very solid, but in my opinion, just not necessarily worth the grind. But I think the daily login reward was just like 250 MT, so nothing too crazy. But applying a contract to any player, winning a game with 3 players from the Knicks, and winning a game of triple threat offline with 3 players from the Bulls are your daily challenges, but more importantly, the NBA draft challenges. So I did some quick math, and without any of the original owned players, I think you're looking at 19,600 XP if you do all of these challenges, including the Evo Emerald to Sapphire, not including any of these originally owned players. So originally owned, you're looking at over 20,000 XP with all of these challenges. Now, good thing is I don't have to worry about doing it, but a lot of these are easy XP challenges. Scoring 15 points in a triple threat online game with Ben, 50 assists. Like, these are not hard challenges to do and are very, very rewarding for XP. So if you're, let's say you're at 100,000 XP, you want to know, well, do I have a chance? Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. Just with this NBA draft promo, you're looking at 20,000 XP. So that's absolutely ridiculous. But, you only got 6 days left. So that's important to note as well. As well as the NBA draft packs are in the stores for 6 days total, it does look like. So basically 6 more days for those draft packs as well. But the XP is absolutely off the charts. It's insane to me to think that they did all of that, as well as the draft challenges that gets you, not a ton of XP, but just a little bit more, over 1,000 XP with those. And there's just a ton of XP out there because of this NBA draft set. I thought Cam Reddish would be the lock-in for all of the players combined. But the good thing is you don't have to get Anthony Davis to get Cam Reddish. And that's part of it I like. For people who do want to be no money spent, this is something that's not a bad grind. Okay, it's a bad grind, don't get it wrong. But it's not an expensive grind. It's not super, super expensive. It is a long and grueling grind that I wouldn't recommend. But if you want Cam Reddish, you can go ahead and do that. So kind of just a little update on the market and kind of where we're at as far as the market is concerned. Market's still down pretty bad, and I expect it to continue to be down pretty bad. I still haven't bought a Zion yet because I wanted to wait for content today, or the NBA draft content. I'll probably get one pretty soon here. And then another thing I was thinking about doing is picking up a badged out Monte Ellis. Now, there's not a lot of badged out Monte Ellis's up like ever, so that's the only problem. Is it's hard to find one that is badged. But if I can find a badged out one to maybe run him, move Grant Hill to the 3, Zion to the 4, we might have to do that because I think this Monte Ellis gives me more than a Paul George type of a card at the end of the day. So we'll just have to see what happens with all of that. But my squad is definitely starting to come together, especially when I do pick up that Zion Williamson. Even a badged out Dominique is still on my radar in case I do decide to go with him for 250k. So now we're getting to an interesting part of my video. So yesterday I applied gold and silver clamps to Blake Griffin. Now, it wasn't cheap. That costed probably 40k, but I easily paid for it with this simple filter. So this filter right here is draft pack for very cheap, right? So you look at it and see what the cheapest draft pack player is going for. Last night they were going for like 4,000, but as you guys can see, the market's crashed quite a bit. It's crashed a lot. Okay, so you're gonna be able to get 17 out of every single one. So my thing is, right, you're gonna be able to get 17 out of them. So if I could snipe some for under 14 and turn them around and sell them for 17, that is big time profits. I mean, especially if you can get a couple of them. Now last night, like I said, I made a bunch more MT because the players were going for more and people would just pull them, put them up right away, and nobody really knew what the players were going for last night. So last night, obviously, it was more effective for me, but it can still be effective today. No doubt about it. This is probably the filter I would encourage you guys to go with today if you guys are going to snipe, is this draft pack, filter. Now, obviously, even for 1700, you're not gonna see, or you're not gonna make a ton of profit. But if you're on this filter for a long enough time, you're going to see stuff. You're gonna be able to make MT. And just if there is a sole chance somebody puts an Anthony Davis up for cheap, you're gonna see it. If somebody puts a snipe up for 500, you're going to see everything. And so that's why I do like this filter. Now, every once in a while, I'll go and look and make sure the market is still where it needs to be. Like 1900, obviously there's some going for 1900, but not a ton. So anything below 17, obviously there's 16 for Killian Hayes, but really anything under 1500 is my goal. Snipe these all, and then I'm going to turn around and put every single one of these up for 17.5. So really, just in that one refresh right there, I'll probably make close to 1,000 MT just in that one refresh. Now, some of these players go for more than others. Like if you pull, or if you snipe on JayCanada, I think he goes for a little bit more. But I don't really worry too much about it because I kind of know what mostly everything goes for, at least right now. So this is definitely a filter that I would encourage a lot of you guys to try out. Obviously, it's pretty competitive. But if I could have sniped at a crew, it would have been a W, because he probably would sell for just a little bit more, because not sell for more, but I would make a little bit more profit because I would have got him for 1,000 MT. So I definitely would strongly encourage you guys to utilize this filter to the best of your ability. I've had a lot of success with it, like I've said. And I know a lot of people who have made MT off of this, especially last night, because the filter last night was super competitive. Right now it's not as bad because players are getting cheaper and cheaper, and they're going to continue to get cheaper at least for a decent amount of time. But the good thing about it is, even if my guys don't sell for 17.5, they can't go down that much in value because they're always going to hold value for that lock in for Cam Reddish. So this is just kind of the filter that I've been kind of messing around with, having some success with, and I wanted to share it with you guys because a lot of you guys wonder, what filters do you use, Ty? How do you make so much MT? Well, honestly, guys, it starts, my MT method and all the MT I make, it starts with seeing the content we have and then maximizing that. So I got this Patrick Williams for 14. Now Patrick Williams is probably the cheapest, so I'm gonna go a little bit cheaper on him just because I don't want to have to hang him or keep him and have to worry about him selling. I just want him gone and to see that MT. But you guys can see it's a pretty good filter. I also enjoy sniping. So if you sit on this filter for, let's say, a full hour, you could probably make 50 to 100,000 MT. That's my best guess. I sat on it for probably 15 minutes last night, and last night it was definitely popping more. I've made at least 50 to 75,000 in 15 minutes sitting on the filter. So definitely I would encourage you guys to see what filter works best for you guys, because this draft pack filter worked best for me, and me being no money spent, it helps me maximize the MT and really make the most out of it. Cole Anthony, if I can get it for 17, boom. Like I said, it's not huge profits. I got it for what, 15? Gonna sell it for basically 75 MT profit, which isn't a ton, but if you get 100 of those throughout the course of an hour, that's 7,500 MT worth. So definitely encourage you guys to mess around with some draft pack filters, and that's the one I've had the most success with, is just sitting on the entire draft pack filter, and I've made a lot of MT over time with it. Now I probably won't sit on it anymore. I've done it long enough with yesterday, and then even obviously just for that short time today. But you guys can see that it can be very productive, and that's the filter that I would sit on if I was you guys. So as far as what I need for my squad getting ready for 250, I'm still unsure about a lot of things. What I can tell you, Steph's going to play, John Stockton is going to play, and Blake Griffin is going to play. Those are the guys I'm 100% sure on. Tim Duncan has a great chance to play because I love him. Yaya is probably going to play. But the thing about it is, Paul George, he might go. Paul Pierce has a 0% chance of playing. So, he's gone. Once I get Zion, who I'm going to pick up, that reminds me. Let me look at Zion's price once again. Definitely I'm going to pick up a Zion Williamson. I'm really targeting this one that is fully badged out. Willing to pay a little bit more for that one as well. And then once I get Zion, then I'll start to fill in some pieces. I thought about running AD at the 4 and maybe Zion here, kicking Paul George out of the lineup. But I've also thought about moving Grant Hill to the 3 and then running a Monte Ellis as well. So I've thought about a lot of different combinations, and I'll decide on those within the next 2 days. You guys might be looking at the VC saying, Ty, did you spend VC? I did. So once I saw that the cheapest, literally the cheapest Ruby Evo, or whatever they are, Emerald Evo, I don't even know what they are, Emeralds I think. The cheapest one last night was going for 5K, so I bought a pack. Just, you know, it's like, if I pull AD, great. If I pull an Emerald, still gonna go for a decent amount. So I bought one. I sold the guy for like 4,000 MT. Wasn't probably the smartest decision, but at the end of the day, I thought, you know, might as well just see if I can pull something crazy. So I ripped one pack and obviously didn't have much success with it. But that's why you guys see that VC not at 100K. The first locker code we do have for today is AD Luka draft packs. So all of these locker codes, I mean, listen, locker codes are big W's because you do get a chance to pull packs, and it's basically automatically, whether it's MT, whether it's token, it's automatically worth it because it's basically always, it's always a free locker code. And like this one, it's guaranteed packs, whether you pull a possessed pack, whether you pull an NBA draft pack, either one is definitely worth it. Just good. Go left. I'm fine if you pull a possessed pack, to be honest with you. And I'm definitely fine with an NBA draft pack as well. Just don't go into the yellow, please. Good. I'm going to get an NBA draft pack. This is going to be great. Please do not. Just give me the NBA draft pack. Thank you. So now I got to. There is no way it bounced out of the NBA draft pack to get me a clutch pack. There is just no way that happened. So this is the next code that is a free locker code that I would definitely recommend you typing in. Now I don't know what this one gives you for sure. Hopefully it's a chance at another pack. Okay, this one's a guaranteed draft pack. So I like this. That way, even if it bounces out like it did last time, they can't really hold me. The one thing I would recommend during this type of a drop is try to get some extra tokens in here. Try to get it to hit that middle wheel. Now mine obviously didn't do so, but the more tokens, extra tokens you can get out of these, the better. Because obviously tokens, we don't really have a use for them yet. Because the token market has not been good. But remember, the new season is going to start up very, very soon. And I know, at least for me, I'm about 400 tokens away from being able to get that Galaxy Opal. So just off of this ball drop alone, I got 5 tokens. And that basically is 1% of the total tokens I need to be able to get that first Galaxy Opal. As well as you guys can see an NBA Rookie Award pack. So those were the locker codes for today. As you guys can see, I'm obviously not going to open anything else, but we do have 2 clutch award packs to open. I'm going to open this NBA rookie pack because obviously a rookie has to come out of it. So you can't pull like Anthony Davis or anything, but hopefully I pull Onyeka out of it. Obi Toppin. Obi actually might go for something. Hold up. Let me see here. Because I have not, when in all of my days sniping, I don't know if I've seen an Obi Toppin for cheap. So I don't think he's probably going to go for anything crazy. But maybe he'll go for a little bit more than compared to the other rookies, as you guys can see. Obi Toppin is look at this, man. There's no way, right? This got to be glitched, right? Obi Toppin goes for over 10K. This is crazy to me. The fact that I'm going to be able to get 10.5K for Obi Toppin. Hey, I'm not going to complain about it. Obi Toppin, what an incredible pull. Hopping into the other clutch packs here that I do have to open, I'm going to save Daryl Griffith as well. There's no point in me opening packs for cards that obviously will not play for me. Let's see what I do pull out of this clutch pack. We do pull a Jaren Jackson Jr. Obviously, nothing crazy there. This clutch award pack, can I pull like I don't even know, an amethyst? I don't even know what the best thing you can pull out of these are. Ruby, let's see who it is. Karl-Anthony Towns. He's not going to go for much either. So nothing too crazy with those pulls right there. But once Obi Toppin sells, that is going to be another free 10K just from typing in that locker code. And so a lot of people might think locker codes are a waste of time. I don't need them. Listen, I've made legitimately off of those locker codes probably 15K total. Obviously, Obi Toppin was an incredible pull, but always type them in. You never know what you can pull out of them. And definitely Obi Toppin was a good addition to my MT count. Because obviously I'm not going to keep him, but if he sells, which I think he will for that price, it is going to be a great addition. So other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Just kind of some tips on the auction house, as well as, again, me describing what my goal is for this 250K qualifier. Now, looking at Zion here, he has 16 minutes left. If I can get this Zion for under 300K, I'll probably do it because he is basically fully badged. If I have to replace some badges, then I will. But a 39 gold badge Zion is a very big W. But that's going to wrap it up. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.